Hi, Dan here. So today I'd like to talk to you about taking responsibility for your own actions, right? A lot of people today are just refusing to take responsibilities for their own actions. That's the disease of the 21st century, right? People do not accept responsibility for situations they find themselves in, even though the situation in question is of their own making. You've got severe back spasms and sciatic pain. For years, you go to a spa for a massage. They specifically ask you if you have back problems. And you tell them, no, you don't want to tell them you're concealing your chronic condition because you want the massage. You get the massage, you go into severe back spasms, now you want to sue the spa. You're stuck in an abusive relationship. Your boyfriend or your husband verbally abuses you, physically abuses you. Everybody is telling you to get out. That's common sense. This is a toxic relationship. But you carry on. You decide to stay for some reasons. Until the one day you end up in hospital. You're 100% blaming your partner for that. Yeah, you should. But you should also blame yourself. Because this situation had been going on for years and you never went out and you never left. You take a job in a certain company, organization, firm, or the job is extremely hard work and it's extremely underpaid, but you take the job. And now you keep whining about the long hours and the low pay. And you're blaming the company for it. But you knew that before you went in. So blame yourself for taking it. You go on a cruise ship. You should take travel insurance, which is very cheap, just in case something happens to you. You are on chronic medications. And yet you decide to go on a cruise ship, on a vacation overseas, with no medical cover. A medical emergency occurs. And now you can't pay for it. So you blame the cruise line. You are eating at your favorite junk food outlet 4 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and some late dinner. For months, for years. Burger King, McDonald's, and so on. The one day you're in hospital. You become as big as a house. Your cholesterol is sky high. Your blood pressure is haywire. And now you've got some cardiovascular disease, directly due to the food you've been eating. So you decide to sue McDonald's, to sue Burger King, to sue whatever joint you used to get your food from. They made you fat. They made you sick. What? I mean, it's not like they had a gun and they forced you to go there, pay money and then eat. You took your hard-earned cash and you went there and you paid for the food and you ate the food and you knew what kind of food you were eating. You knew you were not getting vegetables and fruits. You knew smoking is bad for you. Yet, you smoke every single day. In the end, when they diagnose you with COPD, emphysema, peripheral vascular disease, and other sorts of things, you're blaming the cigarette company for selling you poison. It's somebody else's fault. You have to take responsibility for your own actions. Right? You must. You can't live your life blaming others. And if you're a doctor, right, there is something that they will never teach you in school. Right? They will never touch on how to deal with unhappy patients. There is a section about ethics, but it's all about your ethics, how you should conduct yourself, your bedside manners, your etiquette, But there is nothing to prepare you on dealing with unhappy patients, right? And now more than ever, I mean, it's a real problem, and you're gonna encounter it. So what do you do when it happens to you? Because you won't be ready for it, and you might take it personal, right? I mean, often, you will treat your patient, and your patient will be satisfied until the hospital bill comes. And then, that's when the problem will start for you. Obviously, it's going to be elevated. Maybe they can't afford it. So they will look at loopholes into your treatment, to try and sue you or sue the hospital. So that first, they don't have to pay the bill, and second, they can make money off you. So how do you deal with that? I mean, people are feeling so entitled today, and it's a very dangerous combination. A feeling of entitlement and an attitude of unaccountability. These are the most toxic combinations you can have. And you see that in the emergency room all the time. The patient comes in a private hospital, in the emergency room of a private hospital, with a sore throat and a sinusitis at, say, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And says, yeah, I've got a sore throat for 2 days, and I've got a sinusitis, and it's not too bad, but I want it to be checked out. So the clerks at reception will tell the patient, okay, yes, but this is an emergency room, so it's very busy right now, and we will be going by order of emergencies, not by numbers in the queue, right? So you're welcome to wait, but you might have to wait a while. Maybe you would prefer seeing a family physician or a family medicine clinic. No, I want to be checked out in the ER, so I'll stay. Okay. So you sit there, you stay in the waiting area, and 45 minutes later, you're still waiting. Now you're complaining. It's been 45 minutes, I haven't been seen yet. I've seen like 2 or 3 other patients coming in front of me and getting in. And then they explain to you that, yes, but you have a sore throat and a sinusitis, so that makes you a green patient. And the patient you've just seen now coming with the ambulance, that's a patient that was in a car accident. As you have seen, this lady was bleeding. She most probably has femur fractures, multiple laceration. She's unconscious, so yes, she has to be seen. She has to be seen before you. That's bullshit. I've been waiting for a while. Okay. So anyway, finally you get into the ER. You sit in your bed. You're waiting for the doctors. There's 3 doctors on the floor. But still, they're all very busy with other emergencies, right? Another 30 minutes go by, and now you get even more upset. And you go to the nursing station, and you say, I've been waiting here for like 30 minutes. Nobody has come to me. I was waiting in the waiting area for 45 minutes. So all in all, I've been here for 1 hour, 15 minutes, and I haven't seen the doctor yet. When is the doctor gonna see me? And then tell you, I'm really sorry, sir. I'm really sorry, miss. But as you can see, all our doctors are very busy. I mean, we've got 2 patients in the resus. The one has a heart attack, unfortunately. The other one has some uncontrollable seizures. We've got these 2 patients there with major lacerations that are going to need sutures. And then you've got this asthmatic kid here who's not doing well. And then you've got this lady there. So they must all be sorted out before you, unfortunately. Well, it's bullshit. I've been waiting a while. This is ridiculous. I want to be seen now. So you see, I mean, people, that's a feeling of entitlement, and not only that, but you can't see, you can't even empathize with your fellow human being who is in need, who might be dying, who's in dire need of of emergency treatment. And that happens every day in the ER. And I'm sure wherever you are in the world, it happens all the time. Whether a public hospital or a private hospital, I am sure you've experienced that, right? The patient with a minor issue, yeah, I've got a bit of diarrhea today, so I just want to make sure everything is okay. I've got pain in my shoulder today, so I'd like to be checked, because I wonder what's going on. Yeah, my nose is giving me a problem. I've been having this sinusitis for 3 days now. I want to be seen by an ER doctor. Seriously? By an ER doctor in the ER? For a blocked nose? Come on. So that can be very frustrating, right? And worst case scenario is that some patients will actually confront you. Patients being verbally abusive to nurses. Patients being verbally abusive to doctors. Verbally abusive to paramedics. So yeah, unfortunately, that's the reality of hospitals today. People are feeling entitled. People refuse to take responsibilities for their own actions. People refuse to be accountable for their decisions, right? You knew that coming to the ER for a sinusitis, you were going to be categorized as a less emergent patient. So you knew that there was the possibility of waiting quite a while other patients walking through the doors with severe emergencies would come in. You knew that, you decided to stay and wait, and now you're complaining, right? So that's just common sense. That's just common sense, really. So how do you deal with people like that? How do you cope with people like that? Whether at work or outside your work, in a store, in a shop, at the mall, at the airport, or at work. The first thing to remember, right, is to never, ever lose your cool. Never lose your cool. For two reasons. Firstly, if you lose your cool and you get very upset and very worked up, and you start going into a shouting match with your patient or with your customer or with whoever you're meeting on the streets, or it could be a road rage situation or anything. If you lose your cool, if you go in a shouting match, then the situation will escalate. And then it's going to be a lose-lose situation for the both of you. Once you go in a shouting match with somebody, there's a good chance that you're going to end up in a physical fight. And that, YouTube is filled with incidents like that, right? People at work, colleagues, fighting each other physically, right? So never ever lose your cool. Secondly, they might want you to get riled up and then make a mistake and start screaming, shouting, and perhaps even fighting. And then somebody will have a phone, film the entire thing, edit it, and then present it on YouTube or whatever media there is as you assaulting somebody else, right? So they won't present the stuff from the beginning. They will just edit it and show you as verbally assaulting Mr. or Mrs. X with a fantastic title, right? So always bear that in mind. As long as you don't lose your cool, you will always be the winner, right? Of course, if somebody is going to be physical with you, self-defense, right? You have to protect yourself. So if somebody is going to launch at you, you have to defend yourself. There's nothing wrong with that, There'll be eyewitnesses and stuff. So yeah, you can just do nothing. If somebody attacks you, you have to disarm them. But perhaps the best way is to disarm them, but I mean, don't harm them too much, right? So this is what you must remember, right? When somebody is doing you wrong, when somebody is attacking you, when somebody is insulting you, when somebody is verbally assaulting you, never lose your cool. First of all, when you do that, the crowd will obviously automatically be on your side. Secondly, because everything is on video today, there will be 10, 20 people videotaping the entire thing there. So it's important that you stay calm. Because you'll have to go to court, and then the law will be on your side. Thirdly, if you're at work, or wherever you are actually, at work or not, if somebody's so negative and shouts at you and screams at you and insults you, if you're gonna do the same and get excited and get agitated and start getting emotional and scream back and all that stuff, I can guarantee you your day is gonna be spoiled, right? And you never want to give anybody the power to spoil your day. The minute you do that, the minute you shout back, what you're actually doing is that you are empowering the person shouting at you. You are letting them get inside your head. So never give anybody the power to control your emotions, because that's what you'll be doing. They come to you, they scream at you, maybe they're telling you, "Nurse, I've been waiting here for 1 hour, 2 hours. This is BS. I demand to be seen now, you're at work and somebody comes to you and says, fuck you. I've been waiting too long. This service is bullshit. This hotel is shit. This, that." Remain calm. Usually as you remain calm, they will get even angrier because they don't have the power, because you have disarmed them. Actually, when you stay calm, stoic, and in control of your emotions, the person assaulting you, verbally assaulting you, will always realize that they've lost. They failed to get into your head. You have taken their power away from them. Never lose your cool. They scream at you, they insult you, just smile. Apologize. Smile. And then, and I know it's very, very difficult to do, but if you can do that, believe me, you will feel so much better. On the other hand, if you go in a shouting match with that person, you will never feel better. That person screams at you, you're screaming back, and you're screaming at each other, and this fuck you, and you say, yeah, fuck you too, and fuck you, and fuck this. There is no way you're gonna feel good after that. Yes, that person might go away, security might get involved and take that person away, but you will be so worked up, right? You'll be so worked up, you'll need a moment to gather your thought. You'll be emotional, you'll be angry, You'll have derailed from your path, right? And you would have shown everybody that you are weak. You are emotionally unstable. So never lose your cool. That's a sign of strength. No matter how bad the insults are, never ever lose your cool. Just remain calm. When I was 9 years old, I started doing judo. And I was with other 9 years old, actually the other kids that were in my class. And we were so excited the first week. We were wearing kimonos, white kimonos with our white belts. And we thought, wow, we are doing martial arts. Soon, we'll be able to kick everybody else's butt at school. And then the first thing we learned there was that the best defense in judo is to run away if you can. You're like, what? Run away? I mean, what's going on? We want to You know, we don't know what this guy, what are you talking about? We didn't come here to run away if there's a fight. We want to be able to fight and throw somebody on the floor and, yeah. So yeah, we're quite confused there. We thought, this is bullshit, What's he talking about? Running away? And then he explained, and it took some few days, to really explain. I mean, to make us understand that the best defense in judo is to run away. If you're in a room and somebody attacks you, and there is a door open, and you can run away, run away. Of course, if you can't, prepare to fight, and fight. But if you can run away, run away. And then, later on we started understanding that. And I remember our sensei told us the very first day, that if any one of you fights at school, or if I hear that any one of you has been involved in a physical fight at school, I will expulse you from my dojo. It doesn't matter if you were attacked or if you attacked first. If you are involved in a fight, in a physical fight, you will be expulsed immediately and never to come back in my dojo. So, once he said that, it was clear that, our little fantasy about, kicking everybody else's ass at school, it was never going to happen, And it was good because, he told us, the reason is, if you're going to be involved in a fight, then you don't understand the philosophy of martial arts. It's never about fighting. So anyway, back to the topic. So that's what I want to tell you, right? Take it like that. When somebody is abusive, somebody is making your day very difficult, he's insulting you, he's harassing you, just be cool. Just be cool. Just be serene. Just look at them. Be polite. And if they tell you, go fuck yourself! The service is shit! Just tell them, I'm really sorry to hear that, sir. I'm really sorry to hear that, miss. I understand your situation. There's really nothing I can do. Oh, I'm sorry I've offended you. I can see you're very upset. Maybe you would like to talk to my colleague. I'm sorry you feel this way. Perhaps I could ask my supervisor to explain some things to you. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I could do to fix this? Just be polite. And you will see, it's amazing. If you remain calm, they will realize that, they will all of a sudden, when you shout at somebody, you shout and shout and shout, and that person just looks at you. You end up looking like an idiot. So you will calm down. So that's how you deal with difficult people, with people who are abusive, people who are, especially at work, right? Or anywhere else. So see how it goes. Maybe you're going to find yourself in a difficult situation today. Just remember, be calm. And if you can't be 100% calm, if in retrospect you can see that you might have lost your cool a little bit, don't worry. Go back home, have a good night's sleep, and tomorrow you will have learned from today, and you will be a better person than you were yesterday. That's my message today. All the best. Take care.